Hi, Maktub. This is going to be a sit-down video where I talk and you listen or write your response, whatever you want to do. I had to give my opinion on the Bratz drama. I have been like here for it for all of the drama that is going about. I've been living for it. It's so fun. So I wanted to give my opinion, my thoughts, because I have thoughts too. So let's talk about it. I guess if you haven't heard, Bratz is like under fire for their release that they did with the Mean Girls Caddy doll. They are, if you didn't know, Bratz has partnered with Mean Girls, and they're making 4 dolls. Caddy, which got released October 3rd, maybe. I think it was October 3rd. Regina's getting released soon. And then there's a 2-pack of Karen and Gretchen who are getting released who knows when. The single dolls are $60, and then I believe the 2-pack's supposed to be $100. And they're like, people are mad at them, and nonetheless, I think they have a right to be mad. So I'm going to give my thoughts on it and just talk about all the drama going on in the community right now, because there's a lot and I am here for it. I love reading everybody's just Facebook posts and stuff, because I definitely, when it first happened, a lot of people were like just mad at MGA, and now I'm seeing the opposite of people being like, you're complaining too much, all of that. So that's what we're going to talk about. So like I said, they released Caddy. She's the first doll to come out. Size? Why does it sound like that's not his name? I feel like I'm saying like Caddy from Monster High, but it's Caddy with a D. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Anyways, so they released her, and I like the doll. Like, I think it'd be nice to get, but for $60, for me personally, it was like I had to choose what dolls I really wanted, and I would have much preferred the 2-pack. Like, I feel like I liked them. I liked the Gretchen and Karen. I mean, those were my favorites in the movie. So like those would have been the ones that I would want to have to accumulate. For me personally, I thought Caddy was the best. Like, well designed. I feel like their first outfits kind of were lame though. I thought Caddy's was cool because it was like referencing the pink, and she had like the oversized shirt, like that looked nice. But I feel like a lot of the other ones, for the $60 or $50 for the 2-pack price point, I feel like you just weren't getting a lot. I thought their second outfits had more detail, but their first ones were like printed on. I don't know. And like, do I want my dolls to be displayed in just Halloween, if that makes sense? But anyways, for me, for like what I'm trying to say is that, like, looking at it from my point, I think that I have like a different place than a lot of people, because I wasn't super drawn to every single doll, and also I get turned away, turned off, I don't know, disliking dolls that are like this kind of thing where there's only so many out there, and then you have to like order, like that stresses me out. So I don't even try for those dolls, because like bleh. The only ones, and hopefully I received them, I did order Hocus Pocus dolls. Those ones were ones that I really wanted. I know that a lot of people weren't very hyped about them, but I don't know, there's just something about them. I even don't like, I dislike the movie. I know, don't get mad at me. I just never, I don't know, there's something I watched pretty recently too. I do want to try to watch it again, because I did order the dolls, but I just wasn't a big fan of the movie. I think because when I watched it, I didn't like that they like, there's these characters they watch and like they kill kids, do you know what I mean? So I think that's why I probably didn't like it, and maybe I should go back and watch it, especially because they came out a second one and I never seen it. Anyways, it doesn't matter. I did order those ones, but other than that, like even ones that I really liked, I just didn't order, because the idea of having to like panic to get it was really anxious and like nerve-wracking. So for these dolls, even though I did really like Gretchen and Karen, like I can't see myself really buying them first, like at all, like from the beginning of this, before the drama happened, because Like, I just, it makes me anxious to have to try to get it, and then also have my hopes up and then not get it. Like, that also is like a turn away for me. Like, and I think that's something that should be noted with the people that are like, everyone's being like so dramatic and stuff. Like, these people were in theory expecting to get this doll. Obviously, like, there's part of you that's gotta be like, you're not gonna get it, but also like a huge part, and like the part that like you really want is like, oh, I could get this, like I'm gonna get this, and that's your hopes. And then when you don't get it and there's no way to get, like, I think that's something that people are not recognizing. But anyways, so the whole drama is that MGA launched Caddy on their site, and I heard two things. I heard in 60 seconds, in 1 minute, it sold out. Then recently I heard in 30 seconds, which is insane, and I wouldn't be surprised. I also heard the site was really glitchy, but in my opinion, I heard that a lot with Monster High, and that could be expected, would be expected, I guess. So yeah, sold out. A lot of people didn't get them, and a lot of scalpers got them. I feel like scalpers always get them, and a lot of people were really upset with MGA because they didn't limit how many you could get. There's huge, like, people are posting, there's somebody on eBay who I think they sold out of all 10, but they ordered 10. In my opinion, I think that sites should just limit to 2. That means that you could buy one for yourself and one for a friend. You could buy one in box and out, whatever you're feeling, but I think 2 is like a good limit. And the fact that MGA, they have to know, like, Mattel has dealt with like this before. They had to have seen it in theory, but maybe they didn't. Maybe this was really just their first time. As far as I'm aware, this is their first time selling something exclusively to their site, but I could be wrong with that. That actually might, maybe it is. I don't know. I feel like they don't really do releases just from their like website. But anyways, people were really mad because they didn't get the doll. A lot of scalpers did. A lot of people have been paying scalper prices, and then there's a lot of drama where people are like messaging the scalpers and stuff, and the scalpers are being mean and it's so funny. We're like just being jerks, I guess. Another thing that I've been seeing when it comes to drama is a lot of people have been messaging MGA, and MGA just writes back, which is so annoying. Like, that would annoy me so much, where they're like disappointed and they're like emailing MGA and like expressing like, hey, like, I didn't get this, like, are you going to restock it? And then MGA writes back with, oh, like, stay tuned for the next doll release. It's like, people didn't want Regina, they wanted Caddy. I've seen a lot of people comment things like they aren't gonna try for the next one because of the bad stocking of it. Also, I heard there were like hardly any made, like Monster High, when they did their first Creep productions, with the It doll and then the 2 girls, I can't think of their names, but that this Caddy doll had less than those dolls made, and I was like, that's insane. Like, that's a huge limit. I don't know, that's just crazy to me that they like stocked very few. I am curious on how many they made, because I don't know, I didn't look. But that's insane if that's true. Like, how little was their stock, which I guess then again it should be expected. But I've seen a lot of people posting that they did manage to get them, which is crazy. Good for you. Anyways, so that's that. Yeah. Oh, I've also seen a lot of people posting that they're going to boycott MGA or like leave their site. MGA recently posted, and I don't remember, maybe I'll put it up, a photo of what they said, but to summarize it, basically they didn't really say anything in it. They said that they're ecstatic, I don't know, something about cool to see everybody so excited about their dolls, and they'll take stuff into, I was gonna say consideration, but I don't even think that's close to what they said. But basically what it translates to is they didn't say anything. They left it basically open to two possibilities. Number one, they're not going to restock the doll, which is what they were saying the whole time. They're not going to restock this doll. There's not going to be others. Or what a lot of people, the optimistic people, are hoping for, which is that they do end up restocking Caddy. And that would be amazing. I did hear people saying that they deleted a lot of their comments that said that they weren't going to be restocking the doll. And then also I saw a lot of people saying that they saw, was it a Walmart listing or something of Caddy, which it could just be like a scalper selling on there, but I don't know. That would be really cool. I would like them to restock. Like, if they sold them in a store, I think they would do well, especially because so many people want the dolls. I don't, okay, so the thing that I've been thinking about and a lot of people have brought up is maybe they're like paying back, getting people back for the Kylie Jenner dolls because they just went on sale for like $5. So they're clearancing out pretty, like, that's a huge drop. And then somebody else brought up the Tweebles. The Tweebles were like limited or special dolls and they didn't sell out. Are they still up? I don't know. I kind of want the Tweebles. I need to get them. And I was like, that's interesting. And that's like kind of like, that's kind of funny because like it does kind of feel like they're getting people back, like, look, you can't get your doll now. But I think the thing that I kind of wish doll companies did more, especially when it comes to like this kind of drop, is if they had issues with that, they could make a certain amount of dolls but also just do like make by order dolls. I know it would take forever, like it would take over a year to do that, but that way like you're not having dolls go clearance because like you make them by who wants them. You have 1 week to decide if you want it. Here you pay the full price and then it comes to you in a year, whether or not you're happy with what it is. But that way people wouldn't be disappointed and you'd get your full money and you wouldn't have to have like it go clearance. You wouldn't have people upset. You would have made your like full amount. You know what I mean? I just wish that they would do that more because then I could purchase the dolls that I wanted, because like it would be nice to have Caddy in the full set of the Mean Girls or some of the other like Monster High dolls, because you'd be like guaranteed it. And that's kind of my thoughts that I was thinking. I did think that it was funny that people brought up the Kylie doll because I did just buy 2 more, but I was like, that's maybe they are getting people back. But I have seen a lot of people talk about boycotting MGA, and I wanted to talk about that. Anytime you're trashing Bratz, MGA, Isaac Larian, go ahead. That's like, they're a corporation. Corporations care about one thing, money, and you'd think that they would like take the money like people clearly want and are willing to pay over the $60. So I really hope that they do restock because I mean, I would buy it. I would buy it at the retail price, even though I was just talking about how like I do really like I do really like the Halloween. I keep calling them Halloween, but I guess they're more like, are they costumes? They're supposed to be the costumes. I like the second outfit that they come in. They're cute. I think they're more detailed. I was talking about that. But if they restocked it and didn't have like a limited, I could get 2 of each. It'd be a lot of money, but I could do it. Like both outfits would look so cute. Stop. They're sold out. Can't get a Caddy, so that's disappointing. But I've seen people talk about boycotting because, number one, if releases are going to be like this, people don't want it. They don't want to like get their hopes up. You know, like it's already hyped up. It was for that. Now people are like, no, not. Like if I can't have Caddy, I don't want any of them. And that's a fair thing. Like I didn't personally need Caddy, but I definitely feel the way of like, if that's what it's going to be like, not limited. Like you can buy as many as you want. I'm not gonna try for, because I'm not gonna get my hopes up, you know what I mean? Also, don't like doing that. That makes me anxious. Anyways, and so like that's a fair thought that people are having, and so that's like what I've been seeing in the doll community for a little bit, where people have been like going over that, talking about that. Also the Europe release and like other country release, I almost said other countries, the other country release sucked because I don't think they've released yet, or maybe they're supposed to release today or something, and somebody found the link and then leaked it, so then they sold out before it was even listed on Bratz Instagram. I don't know if anybody heard about that. I thought that was insane that you were able to purchase it before it went live, like before. It's interesting. I don't know, I thought that was weird, kind of on MGA's fault right there. And so like people had no clue, and so that sucked for them because there was talk that they wouldn't even get them. So I'm sure these people are like, well, I'm not gonna even get this doll, like I can't even have access to it, and then being told like last minute or around the time, hey, you are gonna get it, you're gonna get it on Amazon, and then they're like, oh, but now it's all sold out before we even told you it was live. Like, I thought that was crazy and insane, and I did feel genuinely bad for people in other countries, because that would suck, being like, yeah, you can get it, oh wait, no you can't. So interesting. But most recently, like literally today, I went to Facebook to like read all the people that were like, this is so disappointing, let's boycott MGA, and I saw like a turnaround. I don't know if MGA is just in our group on Facebook or whatnot, but I think they are. Like, I think that they have joined in, because all I've seen is people being like really mean and negative and being like, people who are calling it out and mad at MGA are just being crybabies. And guess what, mind you, I am on the like side of like, I would have liked to have Caddy, but I didn't even try. Like, I didn't even go for it. So like, I don't feel the loss and the disappointment that brings you when you like want something and then can't get it, you know what I mean? Like, I have adult money but I couldn't get it, you know what I mean? I didn't have to experience that. But people are like you're being like crybabies and like all of this, and I was like, oh, what I was saying is that they all got the doll. They all, like literally everyone, when people would comment and be like, but did you get the doll? Is that your opinion because you got the doll? And fair enough, all of them had gotten the doll. And so I don't think that you get an opinion there on whether or not people should be upset or not if you got it, because you don't have anything to be upset about. A lot of people even paid the scalper price, and I was like, Jesus, you're the reason. Anyways, the reason that scalpers have jobs and you pay their bills. Anyways, I thought that was insane. Some of those prices are getting high though. Anyways, so I just thought that was insane that like people were literally, I don't know, I just saw like a shift and people were like, you're being so dramatic and saying that you're gonna boycott MGA, you're being so dramatic. It's like, number one, I don't like when people are mean, so some of these people are mean. Like, I think that you have a right to be upset. I think that you have a right to complain, especially in the doll group. Like, it's a safe space. You probably don't, a lot of people in there probably don't, like how it's like you, like don't have the ability, like that's why the group was formed. You can go in there, talk, discuss. Some people might not have like the space to go in and like just talk about this and be like, I'm upset that I didn't get the doll that I wanted and I can't get it anymore. So all these people are like, you're being dramatic, but have the doll like in their hands. Like, literally people are getting them now, which is insane. Like, a Monster High takes forever to get your collector dolls, and people are like literally have it in their hands. They're like, look at the doll that I have. Oh yeah, you're being dramatic that you didn't get one. It's like, you don't get to say that you're being dramatic. Is it annoying that you turn on your phone and you just see people complain? If you don't want that, just snooze them. You can snooze them for 30 days. You cannot look at the group. You can blah blah blah. The only time that it's acceptable to be mad at the people who are mad is when they start. I've seen some people post some stuff and then like some people are like, I didn't get the doll, and like, that is, you're raining on somebody's parade. You have a right to be excited that you have the doll. You have a right. But I also have seen people be like, I have the doll, like rubbing, like not rubbing it in people's faces, but like, I don't know if you've seen those posts where people, I don't know, it does kind of seem like people are rubbing it in, you know what I mean? So I think that you specifically, it's looking at myself anyways, people should be nicer. I think that everyone has the right to have their opinions and comment what they want, and if you don't like to read it, you don't want to see it, then ignore it. But I do think that the company messed up, and to be like so immersed in the company or worshipping of the company is not, the company's a bad company nonetheless. It's a corporation, you know, they don't care about you, they just care about your money. So people are finally like, MJ kind of sucks, especially just the way that they've been reacting. I've seen they're keeping like the Mean Girls like theme, so some of the comments people are upset about because they're commenting things when people are like, I'm upset that you're like, your restock sucked, and they're like, put it in the burn book. Have you seen that post? I thought that was so funny. but also really mean. Like, people are genuinely upset, and fair enough, you have every right to be upset. Like, who does not limit it to 2? I'm just saying, like, of course scalpers are going to get it. It's a doll that people are hyped about, like, hyped about, and you didn't limit it. You didn't limit it at all. 5 people got 10. I kind of wish that I did try to get it so I couldn't scalp people. I'm kidding. It's a joke. Don't get mad. But I don't know. I've just seen a little shift, so I wanted to share that I've seen a shift. I don't have an answer if MGA, if that's what you're here, I don't have an answer if MGA is going to restock. I hope I would, if they like release them, because a lot of people were like speculating that maybe they'll like, this is with the book, like the doll box that the doll's in is in a burned book. It looks really cool, that maybe that's like limited, that box, and then they're gonna produce the dolls separately. Some people said that they would still then pay for the box because they really liked it, but that'd be cool. I'd get the doll. I would buy it if they did that. I would probably buy it at the $60 too, because there was so much hype. But I do think that a lot of people are kind of upset. A lot of people did point out, and I will say here, that instead of paying scalper prices, go and find a not local, but a community artist, an artist to commission a catty doll or the other 3. And I was like, that's kind of a smart idea. I have seen an uptick, is that a word, uptick, in people posting the My Scene Lindsay Lohan doll, and I was like, I want that doll so bad. So I've seen some other things, people posting some Barbara's, which is cool, but I just wanted to give my thoughts, my opinions. I do come from a different perspective. I didn't even try for the doll, so I mean the disappointment's kind of still there. Like, I wish that they had produced, like made her like available like on shelves, you know what I mean? But I feel like kind of like Monster High never does when they do their collectors, so it's like kind of like don't really care now. But I definitely can see, like, I would be upset. I'm not gonna lie, I did really want the Hocus Pocus dolls, so I think I probably would be upset if I hadn't gotten them, but luckily, in theory, they're on their way. So yeah, it would be nice if they released the caddy, but like re-released her, or even did a second round and we're like, you want to be good for them, because they are a corporation who wants money. Just MJ, listen to me. Isaac Larian, I know I don't always like you, but it would be nice if you could do a pre-order and then in a year we get them. That would be nice, right? Think that I have anything else to say. I just wanted to share the doll news in case you haven't heard the drama. You should join a Bratz doll group because there's a lot of drama in there. Yeah, if you have anything to add, you want to talk about your disappointment in the company, or your thoughts, or what side are you on? Are you on the side of upset, or upset with hearing people being upset? If you want to bash Isaac Larian in the comments, I'm never not down for that. Anyways, that's all that I have for the video. Yeah, I love hearing your guys' thoughts, so if anyone has anything to add, if I forgot anything, or if you're gonna get the rest of the 3 dolls, or who was your favorite? Mine were the 2-pack. I like Gretchen and Karen. So do I think I'm gonna try for them? Probably not. Honestly, probably not. Unless like Regina goes well. Like, people are like, yeah, it was good. Like, it lasted more than 30 seconds, 1 minute. But anyways, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Yeah, let me know your thoughts. Bye.